Yo, what up big cats, MyEscape20 here, and what I have for you guys here today is a Borderlands 2 skill tree guide for no other than Axton the Commando. So this character is really fun, has a lot of versatile stuff, and let's go ahead and jump right into it. So first thing you want to do is get your Sabre turret, and what this is your action skill. Basically you're deploying a turret, and it can shoot a lot of different things, and as you can see right there, cooldown is 42%, but we're going to try to go ahead and alter that a little bit later. So yeah, so next thing you want to do is expertise 5 out of 5. And the first build I want to show you guys is called full out attack. It's not an official name. This is just kind of things that will help you out and will help you kind of put, I guess, a name on the a picture to the name or whatever. So just keep this in mind. I'm going to go ahead at the after I tell you the thing, give you the pros and cons of each build. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started on the full out attack. So after doing the Sabre turret, you're going to do expertise 5 out of 5. And what this is doing is increasing your weapon speed and your aim speed by 70%. That's huge. 70% is so much. And not to mention your movement speed just by 35%. And that's not even for killing somebody. That's just in general. So we haven't even got to the point where you kill somebody to help you out. So that's in general. So that's really, really helpful. Next thing you want to do is called impact. It's called, impact. And you're going to do 5 out of 5 of that. And what that's going to do is increase your gun damage and your melee damage. So your gun damage is 20%, as you can see, and your melee damage is 15%. So the next thing you're going to do after that is called Metal Storm. And what this is a kill skill. So this is what we're talking about when I said killing people. After killing an enemy, your fire rate increases and your recoil reduces. So fire rate with 60% and recoil is 75%. Not to mention the already 70%, and 35% you're already adding just alone. So that's a huge increase for both all these stats, for all 5 stats. So yeah, make sure you definitely get these out of the way. I think these are the most important. So the next thing I want you guys to do is Battlefront. Now you could do longbow, you could do this one, but just bear with me. This is, I found this to be the best solution to everything really. So next thing you want to do is Battlefront 5 out of 5. And what you're doing is your whole damage and everything is after throwing out your turret, everything increases. So your gun damage, your melee, and your grenade damage all increases by 30%. So after doing that, you're going to do your longbow, which basically increases your turret's range by 10,000%, as well as the turret's health by 110%, which is huge. The 10,000% range is huge. You can throw it across the field, and it really, really helps a lot. So yeah, that's definitely a great character. A great build for this character. So we're not done yet. Next, you want to go down here to Ranger, and you want to do this 4 out of 5. And why not 5 out of 5 is because you're unlocking this next. So after doing 4 out of 5, what this does is basically increases everything by 4%. So your gun damage, accuracy, critical hit, fire rate, magazine reload, and maximum health, all by 4%. So after doing that, you're going to go down to Nuke 101, and what this is after, while you throw your Sabre turret, as it sets off, as it hits the ground, it's going to do a huge nuclear blast. It says small nuclear blast, that's my ass. It's saying it's freaking huge. This is huge blast that basically does so much damage. If you throw it in a big group of enemies, it basically kills them all, so it's great. After doing that, you, by the way, at level 31 is when you complete your build. So after going all the way down to the bottom, this is when you complete your build. So it's great. After doing that, you're going to complete the fill for the Ranger and get that 5 out of 5 to get 5% on everything. Next thing you're going to want to do is called Sentry. If I could just find it real quick. Yeah, Sentry. Here it is. 5 out of 5. And what this does is shots fired per burst is 5 plus 5, and your duration increase even longer. So instead of the initial time or whatever you're doing, it actually increases to about 10%, 10 seconds longer. So that's basically it. So next thing you want to do is called Laser Sight, which what this does is increases the accuracy of your turret. This is really important. Your first one is increasing your build a lot, and then after that, increasing the turret build quite a bit. But this is really important. By this point, you're already in the second playthrough. You need your turret to be doing most of your work. So this is very, very important. Accuracy is plus 50%. So yeah, that's really, really good. The next thing you want to do is called Scorched Earth, which is right here, adds multiple rocket pods to your Sabre turret. So basically 22 rockets per volley. So it's going to go ahead and you're going to shoot things. It's going to shoot a bunch of rockets in the air, and it's going to all come down like bam, 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 bam on all these people. So they're all going to die basically. So that's basically it. And the next thing you want to do is called Onslaught. So Onslaught 5 out of 5. And what this is another kill skill. So killing an enemy increases your gun damage and movement speed. So gun damage and movement speed, like we said, it's already doing that right here. Movement speed right there. And then your gun damage comes later on right here. So during impact. So basically this is an awesome build. This is a great build. And you have 2 more points left. And what I like to do in this is bring it over to healthy, which just increases your maximum health. Don't even worry about the nade thing. You can add more nades if you want. You already get 9 after the max, like after the newest patch, you get like 8 or 9. So, I mean, if you wanted 11, go for it. I mean, it's fine. Nades are good, don't get me wrong, but your turrets and guns are going to do a lot of damage on this. And I figure you need a little bit extra health. You don't really have a reliable way in this build to regain health. You don't have a regeneration of health, which is why this build isn't 100% the best. So let me go ahead and tell you guys the positive things as we're here. So positive thing is you kill things very quickly. You get a nuke, for God's sake. I mean, Jesus. I mean, you get a freaking nuke. Look at that right there, nuke. Your turret is very strong and very accurate, and bosses should die fast as well as enemies. So those are all the positives for this full attack. Now the negatives for this one is you lack consistent health regeneration. You don't have, over here is your tree for the health regeneration. You don't touch that barely at all. You have low base health besides the extra 12% we did. And if you don't do this, then you're losing that extra 12%. And you got to think, it's 12%. 12% is 12%, not 12 things. Your initial health is 12% of whatever it is, which it just helps, okay? That's the best way I can explain it. You rely on your gun accuracy a lot because you don't have that much health, so you really need to hit your targets. And you can die pretty quickly. You don't really have... If it's basically, you're kind of not really a glass cannon, but you kill or be killed. This is basically what this build is. So, yep, that's basically that build. And right now we're going to go ahead, I'm going to reset the points, and we're going to switch over back to duck and cover. So, this is the new build I have, not new build, but this is the second addition to this build. Every character I like to have 2 builds for it because, you know, you can do different things with each thing. You don't want to just give them one true guide, you know what I'm saying? So, what you're going to do for this duck and cover is you're going to, like I said, do the turret. Initial thing, you have to do that. So after we talked about the turret a little bit, so that's, you know what the turret does. Anyway, after doing that, you're going to do healthy 5 out of 5, and this is going to increase your maximum health by 30%. So 30% is a good amount, especially just for a I guess you want to call it perk or skill tree, skill point, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so next thing you're going to do is called preparation, which increases your shield capacity by 15%, regenerate 2% of your health per second when your shields are full, which is great. When your shields are full, you're going to be constantly regenerating health, which is good. And if you get a fast recharge, fast delay shield, this is probably the best way you can do it. Not a big bulky one, but like a fast recharge, low delay. So that's basically what you want to use for that. Next thing you want to do is called pressure 5 out of 5. And what this is going to do is, after completing this 5 out of 5, up to 70% reload speed and minus 60% recharge delay, which is good. You see a negative and you think that's bad. No, that's very good. For delay, you want a minus. You want a minus 60%. That's going to increase this delay, increase your shield, keep coming up and up and up, so you're going to be constantly, fully armored and everything like that, and so you're going to be basically a tank. So that's why I really like this build. Next thing you want to do is the, I guess, phalanx shield. I think that's how you... I don't really know exactly how to pronounce that, but what you're doing is your Sabre turret gets a protective shield. The shield attempts to block enemy ranged attacks, but lets friendly ranged attacks pass through. Enemy movement and melee wrecks are not affected. So basically what this is they can still come up and melee the shield and everything like that. So it doesn't keep them out, but it keeps their bullets from attacking you, which is good. Next thing after that, what you want to do is Resourceful 5 out of 5. And what this is going to do increases your cooldown rate on your Sabre turret. So, like I said, this is not 100%, your turret's not going to be a freaking beast, but you can at least cut the skill point, cooldown rate by 25%, which is good enough. Next thing what you're going to do is called Maglock, which is really cool. This is a really cool ability. You can actually deploy this on walls and ceilings and 100% more sticky, obviously. Just don't worry about that number. It just basically means you can throw it on the side of a building. You can, what I like about this is you can be hiding behind a corner and there's a bunch of enemies around the corner. You just throw it and you can throw it up top around the corner. It can stick on the wall and just massacre everything. And a lot of times you throw it up. This is great because with the shield and the maglock, if you throw it on top of ceilings, people can't melee that shit, so they're just going to die. You know what I'm saying? It's great. It's a great build. I really, really like that. So let's continue on, and that's just kind of a way that you can, use that to your advantage. Next thing what you want to do is called grit, and grit you want to do this 3 out of 5, and the reason for this is because you're unlocking the final skill tree. So what this does is your 12% of ignoring death. So wait, you gain a chance of ignore damage that would otherwise kill you. That's what that is. All right, that it makes sense. First, regenerate half your maximum health, which is great. So after doing that, you're gonna do your Gemini, which allows you to do 2 sabre turrets, which is awesome. So you can throw one in this direction, one watching your front, one watching your back, and you can just kind of sit there and be bulky and stuff. So after doing that, you're going to take grit and you're gonna complete that all the way, and 20% of ignoring death, which sounds a little weird, but yeah, that's why it kind of threw me off guard. Next thing you want to do right here is quick change. And what this does out of 5 out of 5 is killing an enemy increases your shields to quickly regenerate for a short time. And I should have probably mentioned this real quick. Let's see, 5 minus 2, 7. So at 31, you also complete the duck and cover, which is something to keep in mind. So after, like I said, quick charge, what this does and regenerate 5% of your shield's capacity per second, which is, like I said, you're all about bulky, so why not? Next thing you want to do is Sentry 5 out of 5, which increases the number of shots your sabre turret can fire. So now that you're bulky, let's get a little bit more power to our build. So after doing that, we talked about this a little bit. Fire burst, duration increases, and everything like that. After that, you're going to do Willing, which is a little bit different. Instead of the normally right here, the laser sight, which you normally would do, you're going to go to Willing, which improves your shield recharge rate and your shield delay. So basically, you're going to constantly having your shield, go great. Maybe a bulky shield will be probably best since you have all these stuff to help you out, and that's great. That's awesome. And the last thing you're going to do is called Able, and you go down to Able, which damaging an enemy causes you to regenerate health, and by doing that, you're going to be doing 8% of your maximum health for about 3 seconds. So that's basically the bulky build. Let's go ahead and talk about the pros and cons. So the pros and cons for the duck and cover is a positive, or you have health regeneration. You finally, right here, have health regeneration. You have, you won't die often. Your shield's recharge super fast. Your turret has a shield, and your turret is still pretty good. I mean, your turret still has good accuracy, and you have 2 of them, so that's fine. That's great. It has a shield, you can stick on walls, it's fine. The negatives is you don't really have that much gun damage like you would in the middle tree. You kind of rely on your turret to do a lot of the fighting, not really 100%, but your damage is a lot lower than the other build, and electric guns would really kind of hinder you. You rely a lot on your shield in this build, and any electric gun would kind of rip right through you and target directly to your health, and since you don't have that much damage, it might take a little while to take down the enemy, so you might struggle on a little bit of electric characters like electric nomads and stuff like that. But that's basically it. Personally, if you want to give me my opinion on the build, I think the best build is probably, I see the soldier in the first game as a more of a kind of support build. I see the commando in this thing as a straight up power, so I'm gonna have to give it to the first build, the full out attack. So right now what I'm gonna do is go put on the screen right there the full tree guide, as you can see right there. So that's basically it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a thumbs up. It took me a little while to research all this details and stuff like that, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and have a good one. Alright guys, I'll catch you later. Peace. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that, and if you have, make sure you leave a thumbs up. I really did work hard on that, so yeah, make sure you leave a thumbs up like I said. So anyway, previous video is a Mechromancer live level 61, and it's me leveling up to level 61. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out, live reaction and everything. My feature video is a psycho skill point guide, so make sure you check that one out. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, and if you want to see more, like the video. Alright, thanks guys for watching, and have a good one. Alright, peace.